us. My first question is, of all of the different trolls in the Troll Kingdom, which troll do you relate to the most?
Oh, wow. Well, I would say it's a 55-way tie for first. And then in second place would be the other half of my troll. I don't want to reveal, are we allowed to reveal? I won't reveal, but I have a very tight friendship with one of the trolls. We are very good friends and spend too much time close together. I would say that person / troll was my favorite.
I'm right here. Thank you so much for doing this. The world could really use a good laugh right now, so we appreciate all your work and contributions. My question is about your creative approach to your character, and I read that you enjoyed improvising a lot, and I wondered, what did that look like in the context of animation, where you're not getting to work with other actors necessarily or in front of a microphone?
Well, what's really fun about it is there's no limits. So you can really say anything. You can make any kind of weird, strange, sassy move that may bring a very unexpected sound out of your mouth hole. So in this way, it's very easy. And there's nothing like this difficult to make a mistake, you know, or if you want to try something new, you just say flippity flop. And they're like, great, that flippity flop makes no sense. Try something else. And it's very easy to do. With like live action, everyone has to move the cameras. This is still how they work, by the way. And so then you have to like try that. But with this, it's very fun because animation, you can experiment all the days away. And it's easy and cheap.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, Lauren.
Hi.
Hi, Lynette, how are you?
I'm doing good. Thanks for joining us today. So I want to know what it feels like to be a part of this iconic franchise.
I feel very, my most favorite thing is to be a very tiny component from in a very large and sassy system. So as a child, I played basketball and I was usually terrible, but it always felt great to like pass the ball into the court and then someone would make a 3-point dunk or something. That's what this is like. I have a very tiny piece, but I get to be inside this piece and be part of the team. It's like a very fun team of kickball, except everyone has very long hair and plays all kinds of genres of music. And so I love that.
It's a small but mighty role, so thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, it's so fun.
And Amanda?
Hi, Flulas. Did I say that right? I've been practicing. Flula, right?
Yeah, and you are Amundu?
Amanda.
Amanda, okay, got
yes.
it.
Yes. Well, thanks for joining us. Now, your character has like accent, just a little bit, right? Just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I was expecting you to come. Yeah. Well, that's what, how do you prepare for that? Because listen, I try to do an accent and they all sound the same. So maybe we need some tips but I just want to know how you prepare for that.
Well, the wonderful thing is, I think they were like, hey, do you speak German? And I said, hello, yes. And then they said, do a German accent. And I said, this is my accent already. They said, great, you're hired. And I said, great, please let me do it. And so I did it. So yes, Amanda, if they had said, hey, listen, Flula, play a hillbilly countryman, I would be fired. In 8 seconds, they would have terminated my employment. So I'm very happy I am German and they made me a German person or Austrian, who knows? Hickory and Dickory, who knows? No one checks passports. Anyway.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Amy?
Hi. So I want to kind of piggyback on, we're talking about you improvising. I know that when they let you go free in the booth, a lot of really good stuff ends up on the cutting room floor. So I'm wondering, do you have any favorites that didn't quite make it through, where you were like, I was just really on and super funny there, and I can't believe that didn't make the final cut?
Well, first, Amy, I want to clarify, when you said, when they let you go free in the booth, that means I'm still fully clothed. Nothing weird. This is just, you can say what you like, just for clarity of everybody.
Right.
That's what this phrase means. So Amy, what is very fun for me is I like to just, like when you plug into the Matrix or something, I just go into the booth and then I say a lot of crazy things and then I have amnesia. They give you a bagel or a cupcake afterwards. The sugar rush eliminates all memories, and I do not remember anything. So I can tell you, as I watched the film, I had no memories of the things they had recorded. It was a fun surprise. I was like a spectator who had no clues.
Awesome,
And it
thank
was
you.
closed during recording. Just,
Right.
okay.
Thanks.
Yes.
And Christine?
Hello.
Hi, Christine.
Hi. Okay, so kind of touching on what Amy just spoke about in the booth or the box, bloopers are a favorite part of like every movie that I watch, and you and your character are very funny. So do you have any moments while you're like improving that you just like burst into laughter? Like would there be bloopers? Like tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so as I was watching it, there was a phrase I said that I know that I usually say this phrase if I drop like an ice cream snack or if I look at my refrigerator and I hit my head on it. And so I knew that this was something, I don't remember what happened in the booth, but they used a weird accidentaling phrase that I like to say when accidents happened, and they used it. So they actually used my bloopy. Who knew?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sarah?
Hey, so my 11-year-old was showing me your IMDb page and he was obsessed. He was like, oh my God, he was the voice in this. Oh my God, he was the voice in this. Oh, I watched this episode. So he wants to know, how do you know what a character sounds like? Do you see a picture of it and you figure out the voice from there? Do you read the script and make it up in your head? What's your process?
That's really fun, Sarah. What a great question. From your son?
From my son, yeah.
Oh, I like it. Nice work, son of Sarah. I can tell you, it's a little bit you don't know. I think sometimes it is, if they show you what you would look like, sometimes this can help you. But other times in projects, they just say, hey, this person is these personalities. And then you do it. And then they show you a photo and you are so wonderfully happy because it does not match. And sometimes this is the best. You know, I love like a tiny seahorse that sounds like a drill sergeant. Like, I love this. And you would not think, oh, I should be a very rude and angry seahorse, because everybody knows seahorse is very kind. So yeah, it depends. I guess it's always different. Thank you, son of Sarah. What a wonderful question.
Yes, his name is Zachary and he's in the background saying you're welcome.
Shout out Zachary Newcomb, yes.
And Bert?
So I was watching some of your most recent, the quarantine homework videos that you did to help out with math. And I hate math so much, I married an accountant, so I didn't have to do anything that has to do with math.
Wow, okay. This is a very long way to go to just hate arithmetic. Okay.
Yes. Okay. But, okay, sorry. That's my kid who's in here. So my question is, what is your favorite kind of math to do? Because you do really complicated stuff.
Yes. So what happened? Was that a submarine next to you? What is happening there?
Oh, this is my daughter. Okay.
I'm going.
Oh, okay, bye. She just left. She just announced it and then she did it. I like this. Oh,
I told her not to be distracting.
Kendall, I want to be in it. I
Go.
want.
Okay, what do you, my favorite of the maths?
Yes.
I would say I love geometry very much, Bert, because I like to see things and then I can just draw it and make it sassy. Many maths are like, oh, just do it because it sounds good. Or I believe in division. Like, what? Draw me something, make a circle. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Kathy?
Hi, thank you for being here. So I wanted to know, are you in real life a yodeler? And if you are, what's your favorite yodel? Is it called a yodel?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I think everyone is a yodeler if they want to be, just like everyone's a DJ. Do you own a thing that plays music? Great. You're a DJ. Have a diploma. My favorite thing to yodel, I would say sometimes is like early Madonna, you know, I think it's very fun. You know, this used to be my playground. Very fun to yodel, you know, or sometimes Vogue. If you yodel Vogue, let me tell you, the neighbors will complain.
So can you yodel a little bit? Because I'm a screamer. I'm always screaming in my son. So if you can yodel a little bit, that'd be great.
Yeah, sure. That was Creedence Clearwater Revival's Susie Q.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Tessa?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Tessa. Hello.
I want to know, it's like sort of a spoiler, but like, so how did it feel to, you're kind of a villain. You're a little bit of a villain in this. How did it feel to be the villain against such loved characters like Poppy and Branch?
Well, you know, in normal human times, I'm friendly and nice. So to just be like very rude, but in a safe way, it's a cartoon, it's animation. So the rudeness will only go to a certain length. It's very fun just to be kind of rude, but also silly, like silly rude. What a wonderful combination. So I love it because I cannot do this in a real way because that's rude. This way I get paid for rudeness. So it's fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Kimberly?
All right, so hi, my question is, what do you like best of all of the roles that you've played in Hollywood, on screen, you know, the live stuff you've done and the voiceover? Like, what is your favorite and why?
So that's like if you purchase for me a box of Trader Joe's Vanilla JoJo's, and there are 42 in there. If you said, select your favorite sandwich cookie, Kim, I would say this is rude. They're all very delicious, but I would recommend putting it in the refrigerator, waiting for 2 hours, and then it creates a nice chunky, crunchy snack. But to answer your question in a direct way, which I am not able to do, as you know, all of these roles are so very fun and always are very weird and unexpected and sassy ways. And Trolls, of course, was very fun because they just said, please enter this room, say some things. They did not show me a photo until I started to record some words, just a little bit. And then it was even more fun. It's like if you have some chili and then they sprinkle some like cumin in there. What? It was like that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're coming back around again with Megan.
First of all, you're absolutely a joy. I can't stop laughing. So I'd love to know, piggybacking off of your favorite past roles, is there any roles in the future that you would love to play? Is there a special character that you have in mind, a special franchise that you would love to be a part of, anything like that?
Yeah, thanks, Megan. So one dream for me is, my most favorite film is Die Hard, which is a film with a Bruce Willis. And there is a bad guy named Hans Gruber in the movie. My dream is that Gruber has a prequel. I mean, Die Hard has a prequel, and it's called Gruber, and it's like just 2 hours before Die Hard starts. So that's my dream, is to play Hans Gruber in the Die Hard prequel. And as for franchises, listen, all the franchises. I am here, I am ready, I have a few requirements. As Amy said, I would love to just be free, but again, this means covering everything, but then still being free in all of the franchises.
Well, I hope you get it one day.
Thank you. Me too, Megan. Thank you.
And Lauren?
Hi, Flula. I'm also laughing. I can't help myself. Well, you're very original, and I was curious. You are original, but did you have any influences or inspirations growing up or currently that you might like to share?
I love it. You are so original, but
there's
real.
There's nothing new under the sun.
No, it's all, and I agree with this so much. Yeah, so I think everything can be very inspiring to me. As a child, I would watch bowling for no reason. There's like German bowling television, old World Cup soccer matches, Will Ferrell, you know, Glenn Miller, big band music. No, all the things have something that can, like, inside your brain spark maybe a nice fun idea. I have a neighbor and he likes just to blow the leaves very loudly every 2 days for 8 minutes. We don't need it, there are no leaves, but he still blows them every place. I think this will inspire a fun techno song for me. He doesn't know this, but still it's inspiring.
Thank you.
Of course.
Lynette?
So you're obviously not rude in real life because you've been amazing and you're funny, but you do play those characters well, like in Pitch Perfect 2. Just saying. But how do you prepare for an animated character versus preparing for a live action role?
Yeah. Well, I will say, so in the live action time, you have some people that are with you inside in the real moment. So if I'm rude in this movie, if I'm rude to rebellious Wilson, well, she can be very rude to me in return, and then we can have a nice little fun, who knows what this is, some exciting conflicts. But in the animation, you kind of are just doing it inside your own brain and creating these things as you go. Just like when you are a child in the backseat of the automobile as mama's driving and the cars are coming the other way, I was always pretending I was a man jumping over the cars as they did that. That makes no sense. But I guess, Lynette, I would say, when the people are there with you, you can learn some things and do new things. But when they are not, you just invent it all in your brain like a crazy person.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And Amanda?
So, as son of Sarah's mentioned, you've been in tons of stuff, right? And a lot of animated films. I wanted to know what draws you to that. And you can, look, Flulas, you can't say because they let you free in the booth. You can't use that one, Flulas. No. But what draws you to do an animated versus, and which one is your favorite also? I'd like to.
So 2 reasons for animated. I will use another answer, but not the freedom answer, just so we know. Number 1, it's one of these projects where you are such a small piece with all of these wonderful geniuses working. So in Trolls, there's all of the writers and the animators and directors and all of these people working for thousands and thousands of hours. And I just walk in there, I have a Sprinkles Otis Spunkmeyer muffin, do something for an hour and leave, while all of these people create this magic, and I have a small piece of this. So I love this with animation. Other films do this too, but animation is so extreme. I spend so little time and then I get all of this credit. I don't really deserve it. All of these people did all of this stuff. So that's the one thing. The other reason for animation, which is fun, is it's so easy. I can wear anything I like. I can do 5 different things in the same location, a recording booth. I only require some latrine breaks and water. And this is so wonderful. So I like this. Those are my 2 reasons.
Thank you.
Of course.
Amy?
Okay, so I'm going to kind of piggyback on the, we know, I am there for you in Gruber. I actually want it to be animated. I think that would be perfect.
Oh, I love this. Thank you, Amy.
But also I want to kind of hop over to, so we talked about your dream role in a movie. I want to hop over to YouTube. You do so many amazing collaborations on your YouTube channel. Okay, I want to know, who is your dream collaboration on YouTube?
Wow. My dream collaboration. There are many of these. One man, may not make some sense, but there is a man called Destin, and his channel is called Smarter Every Day. He is a giant, wonderful scientist man who likes to do things in very slow motion. We have worked together 1 time, but I know you say dream. My dream is let's work together 2 times. That's a dream. I did a slow motion beatboxing video with him, but my dream now is to fly to his home and do the 1812 overture with cannons in slow motion.
Awesome.
Yeah, why not?
Absolutely.
Christine?
Hi again. So you have such amazing energy and are so talented. I just want to know, because I'm a big believer in self-care, and I teach also other than blogging, and it's really good to ground yourself and to kind of have that quiet time. So what do you do in your personal time to kind of find that time?
I love it. I have a thank you journal. So every day I write 3 things that I am grateful for every morning. They are usually some of these are stupid, like thank you for not breaking my bones yesterday during that silly hop that I did over the stairs. I thank you for the orange juice. Some of these are very silly. Who cares? But they are real. I'm still feeling some grateful times for this. So this is number 1. Number 2, I like to just stare outside at animals and trees.
Oh, that's so nice. And I do journaling too, and I'm teaching my son the same thing. So thank you.
Oh yeah, yeah, let's do it. All the sons. Lots of offspring shout outs here. This is great.
Sarah?
So I want to bring it back to the movie a little bit. There's so many lessons that we can take out of it. Courage, inclusivity, acceptance. What is one of the biggest lessons you got from the movie?
Well, you touch on it. I like that the film, it shows a large, wonderful diversity of genres, of characters, and a wonderful acceptance of all of these things. I think now, in more than perhaps ever time in history, it's fun to really bring forward these kind of values. And so I love that. I think that was a wonderful way to communicate these. And also there's some dope music in there too, which I also enjoy very much.
Agreed.
And Bert?
So I'm going to take it away from the movie.
Wow. Okay.
But I want to know, I used to live in Germany, so I want to know, what is the German food that you miss the most?
Where did you live?
Ramstein.
Ramstein,
Or
yes.
Ramstein, sorry.
Yeah. The airbase, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there. So, yeah. Okay, my most favorite is it's a Linzer Torte. It's a tort. I think you call them torts in here as well, but I think it's also like a law thing, like torts. You don't tort reform. It's about pies. It's a pie that has this on the top. This is not the first time. Yeah, exactly. Not lettuce. You said lettuce? No.
No, lattice.
Lettuce. No lettuce on this pie. It's not a tort. Yeah. So no lettuce. Lots of whatever that you said, and some jam inside. It's got some jam, some cinnamon. It's like Oma makes. I love it. That's what I miss. Yeah. Wait, Rammstein. Sorry, Bert. What do you? I almost called you Rammstein. Bert, what do you miss food in Germany?
I miss Schwenkbrot. Do you know what that is? It's like a breaded, yeah.
Schmalzbrot?
I think it was called Schwenkbrot. We used to get it at the pool.
At the pool? They serve bread at the pool?
Yeah, it was really good.
Nice. Some pool.
And pommes frites with mayonnaise.
French fries, everyone. Yes, pommes frites. Nice. With curry.
Kathy?
Yeah, sorry, go.
Sorry, Kathy, you're next.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. What was please forgive me. Your character, what is it you would like your audience goers to learn from your character, and what is it that you loved about your character?
I love that my character was very small, because I am of above average heights and weights. So it was very fun to play like a tiny thing that can be loud and energetic. And then, sorry, I forgot the other question. What did I learn? Well,
what would you like your audience goers, when the kids are watching it, what is it you would like the kids to learn from your character?
I said sometimes it can be fun to be sassy. You don't always have to be super friendly. Like, be a little sassy, it can be fun.
And Tessa?
Okay, I have kind of a weird question. So my 7-year-old daughter begged me to ask this question.
Okay.
She really wants to know if you had any input in being the butt.
If I was did I have an option with the booty?
Yeah.
Well, Tessa, I did not, but I was very much like, please bootify me. Please make me, because in my life, to be the booty of a joke is the best. I would always want to be the joke butt. So I'm so happy that in this, I was literally an anus. It's very fun.
Thank you.
Yes.
And Kimberly.
All right, so I think this is ending things. So I want to know, what are you binge watching, or how are you passing the time during all of this quarantine?
Yeah.
Like anything we should watch or listen to?
I don't know. You shouldn't listen to me. Probably, I have some very they're not recommendations. I will only answer what am I. So I am watching lots of NBA Who is the Greatest Player of All the Times videos. Just watching those on YouTube. I'm watching a show called Atlanta, which I was just now catching with. So I very much love this show, very much like Keith Stanfield. What? This man, I mean, genius. And also a German show on Netflix called Dork, D-A-R-K, hard to say, but it's like a Stranger Things meets West Germany. or East Germany, just Germany. I say West because it's 86, so it's pre-wall. But anyway, yeah, those are some things I'm watching. Oh, okay.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.